This is your boy Keo. I got the bar god with me. What's going on?
Listen, man, I've always been proud to be from LA, but at this specific moment in time, I don't think I've been prouder to be a Los Angelino. This is an epic moment for the West Coast, epic moment for hip hop. This is like we literally just watched a movie. If you saw or if you were at the Kendrick Lamar pop out concert, or if you just watched it, we just witnessed a history and we witnessed a actual movie. Let's make no mistake about it. That was a film.
So let's rewind it really quick though, all the way to the back. So yesterday, me and Danny, we normally do our, recaps of, kind of brainstorm what we're gonna do the next day as far as putting content out. And then I think Danny was playing Street Fighter like he normally does. And I don't know what I was doing. I think I was watching TV. And then he brought up, hey man, Kendrick's performing, man. He has a concert tonight. So I was like, yeah, he does, huh? So I kind of brushed it off. So as soon as me and Danny hung up on the phone, I scrolled through the timeline. I was like, oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait, are we supposed to talk about something today? And then I knew first thing in the morning was like, cause Danny asked me, he was like, hey, what we recorded today? And I told him, dude, there's nothing we need to record. We've got all our content out. Obviously, that happened last night, and I said to Danny, "Hey, we got to talk about this, man." And this wasn't it was an iconic moment. This was one of the a moment in 2024 that we're gonna remember. Like 2024, we're gonna remember this beef, but 2024, we are gonna remember that performance, not just for 2024, but in history, in hip hop history, also, man.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Perfect. Man, listen, man. This like you gotta understand. This is a diss track, right? But this, what made this moment so incredible was you had all of Los Angeles from different sets, different hoods, different gang factions, all celebrating the West Coast victory on stage. No drama, no beef. You had Dr. Dre come out. Kendrick's performing. He brings out J-Rock, which was so dope. He never forgot his homeboys from the hood. No matter how big Kendrick got, no matter how much money he got in his bank account, he did not say, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm out the hood. Nah, he brought J-Rock up there. He brought Schoolboy Q, all his TDE brethren. He brought Absol on stage. You got the legend Tommy the Clown on stage. You got YG. You got Jesus Christ, man. You got the whole
Dollar Sign.
It was a historic moment, and
Dr.
they're going through
Dre.
his hits. Dr. Dre, come on, Keo. You got Dre. Kendrick turns his back. Dre comes up from beneath the floor from the panel. The panel opens up. He pops up. Oh my God, man. What an epic moment.
That wasn't just it. He brought the celebrities out too. LeBron James.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget
Westbrook.
DeMar DeRozan.
Kanye West's daughter was in attendance also.
Oh my God, man. It's almost like the
out.
whole hip hop community just converged on this one night and they came together for Kendrick Lamar.
And the picture was definitely iconic. Also,
oh, that picture they took, bro. Hey, I don't think that picture was planned. I don't think. Like I felt like Kendrick did all that in the moment. Like as far as like bringing everybody up, like nah, you come up here, you come up here, nah, man, nah, get up here, like. I don't know if that was pre-planned. I think he was just feeling the moment and the energy and the frequency of the universe. And he's like, nah, let me get everybody up here.
Now, I'm not just being the prisoner of the moment right now, but this is probably by far the best concert performance of all time.
It might be,
Um,
bro.
there's nothing like this, man. When you have concerts, man, you have people that's on the card, somebody's throwing it, or you have certain moments. But this one, man, it was Kendrick all by himself, and it kind of caught people by surprise also when that happened also, because I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought it was going to be another Kendrick concert, but the whole world came out to see this, and the stream was free to everybody also.
Amazing.
And
I didn't know that. I didn't know
yeah,
that it was a free
and
stream.
and afterwards they were celebrating it in New York also. They were playing it down in New York also. Like, damn.
Yo, I talked to Three Letter Man earlier, and he said I told Three Letter Man, I said, yo, I talked to my man Keo. Keo feels like this might be the GOAT concert, and Three Letter Man agreed with Keo. He said, yeah, this the greatest of all time concert. And he said, despite the fact that he's from New York, he felt like an honorary West Coast member that day. He said, like, even everybody in New York was feeling the vibe and they was rocking out with that joint. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't like no East versus West situation. This was just like a West Coast artist bringing together his community, and people all over the world was able to just
N-
to
now
relish in that moment, man.
n-
No matter where
now
you from.
now I know that obviously we know that you battle rap, but what's your battle rap adversaries in the West Coast saying about this performance?
There's nothing you can say, but that this was epic. Everybody is agreeing that this is a moment in time. It's a moment in hip hop. Um, and I was
Y-
thinking back. I was like, yo, is this the greatest like hip hop concert ever? And I was thinking back, and I'm like, I go back to backstage, Jay-Z, DMX. I'm thinking about the backstage, the documentary, and I'm like, oh, that was fire, but it didn't have this vibe.
No,
I remember seeing
dude,
Jay-Z out in
dude,
Detroit
dude,
perform live.
this concert shook the entire nation, man. Like just one guy performing that night, man. Normally, when you have concerts, man, you have somebody on the card, like I said earlier. But was just one guy that was doing it, man. Obviously it was sponsored by Amazon, but one guy doing it shook the entire culture just like that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was just Kendrick just gracing the
And
stage alone,
and
performing his
and
hits.
and what makes it even better, he's dissing his ops doing that. He's basically saying, okay, we picking Kendrick's side. That's what it basically was stated. Um,
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I feel like
but
this was bigger than just him dissing Drake because there was so many dope hip hop moments that went on that stage.
mm, that was crazy though, man. That was iconic. That was a moment that you can always remember. I have went back to watch it 3, 4, or 5 times. That thing is all over social media on every single platform, even on the battle rap platform. Also, it's like it's tough. It's tough
I
to
don't
beat.
I don't think the battle rap world or the just the hip hop world in general has ever seen anything like this.
Yeah,
And I remember there was so many times when like Ice Cube, Dub C, Mac Team would come together. Uh, they would do the like Snoop Dogg would come out and they would do these local fests, and it was dope. It was a big West Coast deal. Cypress Hill would come out, but this is almost like, nah, I ain't seen it happen like this before. And we all waiting on the moment. We're all waiting. We like he starts off the concert performing Euphoria. Like he starts off
that
with the
was
dumb
crazy.
shit. He's starting off with the drama, right? He runs down his hits. We all waiting on the icing on the cake, which is not like us. Dr. Dre looks into the camera and says, I see dead people. And as soon as he said that, the entire arena erupted because they knew what was to come after that. And there goes DJ Mustard's now instant classic beat, Not Like Us, drops, and the whole building goes bananas. It's like this is a celebration of
Yeah.
victory. It's a celebration of unity,
This
history.
was basically the nail in the coffin, closed casket, body bag. This was it, man. This
Yeah,
was he basically ended it with this, man. Like, and he performed Not Like Us like 5 times.
he did it 5 times, bro, and each one it was the same energy every like the crowd never like he could have did it another 5 times and that crowd would have rocked with it. Like they wasn't tired, bro. First of all, when I looked at the time count on the actual video, it only said an hour and 25 minutes. So with less than an hour and a half, this man made history. That crowd was so pumped up, bro. He could have did it another 5 times, but what happens? He's doing like the third time he's doing it. Here come the two girls come out dancing. Fourth time he do it, couple of homeboys get on stage. Now the fifth time, the whole West Coast is on the stage. They do it one more time, and they take that iconic picture. I don't know no better way to cap off an
Yeah.
incredible night of music, of moments,
Um,
of just
I
the
I
spirit
wonder,
of the
I
spirit of
wonder,
hip hop.
I wonder what Drake is thinking right now.
If I'm Drake, I definitely you gotta. I'm pretty sure like he already accepted the defeat way prior to this concert yesterday because he said in the last song when he did the heart, he was basically like, I ain't finna keep going back and forth. Like I'm out of this. I'm
Well,
finna. Then he put out that tweet like it's time to get back to making summer bangers. So meaning his focus has shifted from the battle with Kendrick Lamar to all right.
mm,
Let me get back to doing
he
my music.
did.
You feel
He
me?
did. He did respond something this morning on his IG story, and it captioned, it says "Summer League," and he took a picture of himself. So I don't know what that meant. Um, uh,
Unless he's saying, I got okay, you got that moment. Don't trip. The summer is here. Now watch this. Now watch what I do. I'm finna just drop a bunch of hit records. However, if as far as the beef goes, I definitely feel like he should just leave that alone because you're not gonna have a bigger moment than this. And it's gonna look kind of
uh,
crazy if you try to kind of bounce back from this as far as like going back at Kendrick with another song and try to
to make
reignite
it,
the whole thing and it does and it falls short of this moment.
because right now Drake is looking like a loser right now. But as far as the this goes, summer, Drake just needs to drop a summer hit, and people will forget about it.
I don't
Um,
know if they'll forget, but they'll move on. You know what I'm saying? Like people will just move
Normally when
on.
Drake drops a hit, like it takes over. It takes over. During that certain
It
period.
does. It no, you're right. You're correct about that. But I think right now, I think Kendrick gonna want to keep the momentum going. I don't like
Mhm.
he's riding so high off. I'm pretty sure he's still floating above cloud 9 from last night performance. I don't think he want to just
I
let this
didn't.
be his
I
swan song. I think he finna drop
I
some summer bangers too.
Yeah, I didn't expect this concert performance to turn out like this. This was like one for the ages, man. And
Yeah, me neither. I never expected.
I'm,
I
s-
knew he was doing a concert, but I didn't know it was gonna be this
b-
crazy.
but there was one guy that was not in attendance in there. We mentioned a lot of the guys from the West. There was one guy that was not in attendance, and he goes by the name of the game. Um,
Yo, I was looking at that, bro. I was looking at that. I was like, why the game ain't there?
So, he's in you know, a tough predicament because, he fucks with K Dot, he fucks with Drake also. So what it's gonna look like, the game being on stage with Kendrick Lamar.
Bro, you from Compton, bro. You gotta ride with your side, bro. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So you saying he should have been there?
Absolutely. That was a glaring omission. But
Yeah,
again,
and
we
he
didn't
was
need
in
we didn't
LA.
need game there. I could say that we didn't need them because you had so many legends there. It
I
didn't
think
even
I
matter,
I I think I
but
think
it
he
was
I
noticeable.
I think he should have been there though, man, because he's part of the West, man. He's one of the best in the West to do it, man. So like, he's a legend in his own right. So I felt like he should have been there though, man, because it just wouldn't look right. Let's just say there's like a EFB reunion, and it would just wouldn't look right if Danny Myers is not there. Like I would
Yeah,
question, I'll be like, what? So I kind of questioned that. So like the game wasn't there, man, because the game, he have a good relationship with everybody there. He doesn't have beef with anybody. It's just the K Dot and Drake thing is kind of, I guess he feels like he doesn't want to get in the middle of it.
I don't know, man. I
And
just don't. I don't really like
he
that.
did explain himself on this rant that he's said.
So
I
what did he say?
He felt like, I didn't need to be there to support, and he was praising them, praising Kendrick, saluting. It was good for the West. This was dope for hip hop. But he was kind of going at the fans, still trying to, make the game feel like a bad guy. But the game definitely explained himself. Like he has no beef with anybody. Great relationship with Ty, YG, obviously K Dot, TDE, Dre. Obviously he said he didn't need to be there, and he
I don't. I disagree. I mean, but again, I'm not him. I'm not in his position. I don't know the relationships. I don't know the behind the scenes stuff. But I definitely feel like he should have been there. I felt like, damn, why I see everybody except Game, and it was like, damn, did he have a family emergency? What, like, was
no,
he in
he was
another
in LA,
country?
man. He said he was in LA chilling at home with his kids.
He should have been there. And besides, I don't think it represents, okay, I'm siding with Kendrick. No, you're siding with the city of Compton. You're siding with the West Coast, and you still could have kept your relationship cool with Drake. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like anybody that was on that stage last night with Kendrick, can you see them doing a future collaboration with Drake in the future? Yes or no?
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, because you can't take it that personal. Like you
Mm.
can't take it that serious to where it's like, oh nah, I seen you too, and you was on stage, and you was next to such and such. I got the picture. Don't ask me for no feature. I'm not singing on your shit. You can't come to my studio because I saw you. Nah, you can't. You
Mm.
can't take it like
Hey
that.
man,
If you're
hey
Drake.
man. At the end of the day, man, the West wins in everything, man. We basically run battle rap. Um,
Oh yeah,
period.
without a doubt, man.
And
And we
like,
make the best diss tracks in all hip hop history. And two New York dudes told me that today.
yeah, we you
They
know we
said the
we
West
run
Coast
we
makes
run
the best
the
diss track.
West runs battle rap. The West runs freaking sports. The West runs the now hip hop. Like the West is just everything right now, man. And I think the West Coast got the best food also.
Well, that could be debated. I
No,
don't
I'm
know
just saying that right now, man.
until you go to
It's good.
Kansas City to get some barbecue. Until you go to the Midwest to try their barbecue,
It's
or
dope for the West though. I'm definitely happy for it, especially me being from the West. I definitely enjoyed this. This was a huge win for the West, and when I see things like this for the West Coast, I'm the biggest cheerleader when it comes to that. When I see things like that in the West, people do those type of things in the West. I love that, man. So definitely shout out to K Dot Kendrick, and I think this is gonna be it's just gonna move the trajectory up as far as superstar status goes, man.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think he's like the biggest star in hip hop right now at this
Because
moment because of that.
he basically bodied the biggest star
He
in
did.
hip hop right now.
He did. He did. Let's not forget. Let's yeah, you're right. Even though this was an epic moment and it was bigger than the beef, he still did this from beating hip hop's biggest rapper, hip hop's biggest star. You took down a giant, and that's why it's such a big celebration because it wasn't like you just took out
Yeah,
some random
yeah,
Joe.
man.
This is Drake we're talking about. You understand? And Drake is still one of my favorite
Yeah.
artists.
And I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the biggest Kendrick fan. I listen to every song. Like
Yeah, yeah, same
I'm not
here.
a huge fan of Kendrick like that. I like certain songs, but this was a huge moment though. I got to give it to him
Yeah,
for
yeah, same here. I won't say I'm the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan, but the respect of what he did coming outside, especially when it was looking kind of shady for a minute when Drake had dropped those songs and Kendrick was quiet. And I was like, oh nah, come on, K Dot, don't go out like this. You gotta respond to these shits, man. And then the response songs start coming, the Euphoria, the Meet the Grams, the not like us, like they was just coming back to back, but it was for a split second looking scary. Like, damn, is he just not gonna respond?
him.
But he did, and
Yeah, man.
he did so in such a manner to where he could claim victory. Last night was like the like you said, it's the nail in the coffin. Because I don't see because you got to think about this, man. Let's say Drake were to go and perform any of those Kendrick Lamar diss tracks. I don't think it would generate the same amount of electricity and hype and fanfare and the media coverage as
Because
this
he
pop
didn't
out
he
did.
because he didn't kill him though. If he killed him where it got thing to stop responding, it would have been meaningful. Now, don't get me wrong, Family Matters is fire, but Kendrick had to respond to the with the Meet the Grams, and he capped it off with Not Like Us. So if he would have killed him, if he would have been the last one that did the diss track, I think it would have mattered because you look at when Drake was going at it with Meek Mill, he ended off with back to back, and he couldn't come back from the back to back. And guess what happened the next day? Drake ended up performing back to back at his concert and had Meek Mill on the freaking screen, and it just took Drake off with that one. And it just don't think it would have done justice at all. Would be just because
So do you
Kendrick.
feel like this is pretty much Kendrick's same thing? Like this is his
Yeah, it
back
was.
to back, and this is gonna blow him up even more as an artist.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it's gonna do.
Again, do you agree that this was the GOAT concert?
This is the Go concert. It's the best performance of all time. Nothing can compete with this, man. There's nothing that could compete with this. You want to talk
Oh,
about you want to talk about Jada Kiss performance? It can't compete like this because
nah, nah.
not
And
the
you know,
whole,
but you
the
know what?
whole, not the whole world was talking about, and that thing was ran by verses though. Like we were expecting the verses with Dipset and Thing, but that was just off of one song. Jay the Kids did was the New York song, but with this one,
Yo,
it's Kendrick
Jada bodied
all.
Dipset by himself down there for real. Like Jada bodied them, and that was a epic moment in hip hop. But I think this right here, coupled with
Nothing.
how it was
There's nothing
filmed,
bigger than this,
shout
man.
out to Amazon and whoever was doing them cameras because they made this thing look like a real movie. They had the right angles. They had the just the
Because
crane camera catching the
with
crowd.
the Jada Kiss one, the stars didn't come out for this one. People weren't talking about it like that. Like with this one, the stars came out, not just in sports, not just in music, but in movies also, man. They all came out.
Yeah, yeah.
This was just
So
something
again,
different, man.
shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick, man.
Let's
That's
go.
probably the GOAT concert. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if something in the next 20 years is gonna be bigger than that concert. Like, I don't know
It's
in the next
not, man. I don't think nothing could top that right now,
that's what I'm
man.
saying. I'm really trying to say, like,
Because dude, we never seen a beef like this between Drake
no,
and Kendrick, the two best guys in the hip hop world. They always wanted to see them clash. Like we always wanted to see LeBron and Kobe clash. Never seen that happen. And when Kendrick finally clipped the guy and he goes back and does a concert and just kills it, come on. We've never seen anything like this,
nah, we
man.
never seen anything like this. And again, shout out to Kendrick, shout out to TDE.
Shout out
Even
to the
shout out
West,
to Drake.
man.
Shout out to Drake
Woo.
for not being like no punk, no scary dude, because he came outside. He was calling out Kendrick. He said, "Nah, nigga, you got to respond to this." Okay, this is what you asked for. But salute to Drake because he wanted the smoke. So you got to give credit to that as well because a lot of MCs would have not
Mm,
did no
let's
nothing like this.